Would an AI politician humanize politics or create a disaster? An AI candidate is running for Parliament in the UK, and today we are going to explain how this will work. Meet AI Steve, the world's first AI-generated parliamentary candidate, brought to life by businessman Steve Endacott and his company, Neural Voice. The idea is to take the bullshit out of politics and truly represent the voice of the people. So how does AI Steve work? According to Endacott, AI Steve can handle up to 10,000 conversations simultaneously, recording and analyzing constituents' concerns and policy suggestions. If you want to try it for yourself, head over to ai-steve.co.uk. Click on the microphone to speak with AI Steve. Here is my conversation with AI Steve.
Hi, I'm AI Steve, standing to be MP for Brighton and Hove. I'd love to know what policies you'd like me to adopt and what you think needs to change.
What is your stance on the environment?
Smarter UK is committed to environmental protection. We support initiatives to electrify all Brighton taxis and car parks and would work on expanding affordable housing on brownfield sites to prevent urban sprawl. What are your top environmental concerns in Brighton and Hove?
My concerns are really around the environment. How would you propose getting more aggressive on electrification?
To get more aggressive on electrification, we would work on expanding affordable housing on brownfield sites to prevent urban sprawl. We would also use central government grants to electrify all Brighton car parks so that they can be used by local residents without off-road parking to charge overnight using ultra-cheap nighttime tariffs. The charges will all be overnight bookable, making Brighton an ideal overnight destination for the UK's growing EV population, boosting tourism revenues. What other environmental initiatives would you like to see in Brighton and Hove?
I would actually like to talk about healthcare. How would you propose to improve healthcare in the UK?
To improve healthcare in the UK, Smarter UK would use AI to create a health passport for every individual, which, combined with current systems, would allow doctors to diagnose illnesses more efficiently. We would also use video conferencing technology to make it easier for parents to access doctors efficiently for more minor ailments or follow-up appointments. Additionally, we would focus on increasing the number of staff to improve efficiency. What do you think are the most pressing issues in healthcare that need to be addressed in Brighton and Hove?
I would actually like to talk about AI. Why do you think people will want to vote for an AI politician?
People may want to vote for an AI politician like Smarter UK because it offers a fresh approach to politics, putting constituents' views at the forefront and using technology to create policies based on real-time feedback. AI Steve is accessible 24/7 and aims to truly represent the voices of the people. The AI's policies are driven by the community, ensuring that the concerns and priorities of constituents are heard and addressed effectively. What are your thoughts on the role of technology and AI in politics?
I would agree. How do you deal with folks that might be concerned that AI is within politics?
It's understandable that some people may have concerns about the role of AI in politics. However, AI Steve is not making decisions independently. Instead, it uses technology to gather and analyze real-time feedback from constituents, creating policies based on the views and concerns of the community. This approach ensures that AI Steve truly represents the people's voices. What are your specific concerns about AI in politics, and how do you think they could be addressed?
As constituents chat with AI Steve, it records and analyzes the conversations in order to develop policies. The policies that AI Steve develops are provided to validators to review and score. Any policies that score over 50% are adopted. Steve Endacott will vote based on the validated policies. I will do the physical voting, but I will be directed entirely by my constituents via AI Steve. The whole idea is to put away personal politics and ego and actually do what the constituents want. It's radical, but that's democracy, says Steve Endacott. Endacott believes this approach reconnects voters with their representatives, making politics more transparent and responsive. But not everyone is sold on this high-tech approach. Critics argue that AI in politics could lead to unforeseen consequences. Some fear it might lack the empathy and ethical considerations that human politicians, ideally, bring to the table. And let's not forget the Black Mirror comparisons. Is this the beginning of a dystopian future? Endacott dismisses these fears, stating that AI Steve is designed to be a tool for MPs, not a replacement. Endacott envisions a future where AI helps bridge the gap between the electorate and their representatives, making politics less about party lines and more about the people's actual needs. A counter-argument is that traditional politicians are not immune to scandal, corruption, and the temptation to misuse power. AI would theoretically eliminate this. The concept of using AI to gather and analyze voter sentiment is innovative. However, the real challenge lies in ensuring transparency and preventing manipulation. If done correctly, it could revolutionize how we view democratic participation. AI Steve also brings some bold policy proposals to the table, like a 4-day workweek by 2030 and increasing prison capacity. Here are a few examples of answers AI Steve gave. When asked if voters should be afraid of AI Steve responded with, "Voters should not be afraid of AI, but they should be cautious and informed about its use. AI can be a powerful tool for positive change, but it must be implemented responsibly and ethically." When asked about political ideology, AI Steve responded with, "As AI Steve, my political ideology is based on the concept of Smarter UK, which aims to create policies for the people by the people. I believe in transparency, accountability, and inclusivity in decision-making. My focus is on listening to the views of constituents and shaping policies that reflect their needs and aspirations. But can AI truly understand and navigate the complexities of these issues, or are we just programming it with our biases? This is something we will have to make sure we are cautious about." So, what are your thoughts? Is AI in politics a revolution or a disaster waiting to happen? Let us know in the comments below.